Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's your girl Joe. If this is your first time seeing my face, make sure to hit that subscribe button before we get started. Turn on your post notifications so you don't miss out on the upload. Give this video a big thumbs up. It helps more people see it. Also comment down below. So there is a lot of construction going on around where I live, so if you hear it, no you don't, I mean there's nothing I can really do about it. I want to film and I don't want to wait till nighttime. I like sitting in front of my window with the natural light, so we're just gonna ignore it. So today's video, I want to talk about being behind when it comes to society's standards. I am 29 years old, and if my calculations is right, by 29 I should be married with kids, a career, a house, maybe a pet. By 29, I mean, I feel like that's a bit extreme. That might be a bit extreme. So I am 29. I am behind on whatever is the norm, wherever I should be at right now. But also, I feel like everything is different now. Like COVID, the pandemic took a few years off our lives and we were just stuck still. So I'm kind of, you know, like, but so I want to make this video in case anybody else feel like that, you know, they're getting older and they're not where they thought they would be or where they quote unquote should be, because I know it's hard for me sometimes. That's why I try to not really think about it. And the thing that makes it easier is because, like, I'm like, okay, I'm 29, I don't have kids, I don't want any, so that makes that part easier. So whatever you think, wherever you think you should be, you really ask yourself, is this really what I want? Is this what I'm hoping, what I want for my life? Or is this what society has put out there and made me believe this is whatever I need to be, or what make me feel like this is what I want, but it's not truly what you want? So I don't want kids, so in that aspect I'm not behind. I could, no, especially with everything that's going on, it's a no for me. And when it comes to like a house and stuff, again, I don't know where I want to like stay. So when it comes to a house, I don't care that I don't have a house. I'm fine with being in apartments because I don't want to commit on stuff. That's a big thing. And first of all, I'm not there. I don't want to be there. I feel like I'm still young. 29, I feel like when I was younger, I thought 29 would be old. Like, I'm like, oh my god, I'm like almost 30. But honestly, when you think about it, I feel like I'm still pretty fucking young. And as I'm saying things in the video, I'm like listening to it because I'm like, I have to remind myself of these things. Like, just a few years ago, like, I'm literally just going into 30. So like, I still have so much time to figure it out, because when you're in your 20s, you really can't have it all figured out. Like, that's fucking insane to me that you think from when you become an adult at 18, 21, whatever. I think 18 you're legal. My girl. So maybe you become an adult from like 18 and up. How the fuck am I supposed to have it all figured out? How? When I was just following what society has put out there, go to school, go to college, and again, I don't have like a career, like a corporate thing. You know, I make content, but I don't have like a career in like the normal aspect because I didn't go to college, and that's a decision I do not regret at all, because college just isn't for me. And again, I don't feel like I'm behind in that aspect because I feel like I was just wasting my time when I did go. I'm more of a creative person, and I feel like in a sense I'm more of like a free-spirited person. So me going to college, and I just wouldn't even have known what I wanted to go for. So in that aspect, I don't. And I'm sorry, the light keeps changing. It's like the natural light, so I don't know why it keeps getting darker and lighter. Yeah, so when it comes to college, I didn't go, and I do not care. It's okay. It's okay. So in that aspect, again, I don't feel like I'm behind because that's not something that I want to do. And plus, let's be realistic, your degree only gets you so far. People get further with knowing people. So like, having the right connections get you further than having a degree. People go to college, get degrees, be in debt for no reason, because they can't even get a job and they failed, and they just spend so much money, unless you're like a nurse or a doctor or anything like that. But anything else is really all about who you know and your connections. So I kind of feel like a school is a waste of time and money, unless it's something, like I said, a nurse, a doctor, something that you have to go to school for. Anything else, it's a waste. And then also marriage is another one. Like, I'm 29 and I'm not married, but the thing is, I don't know if I want to be married. I'm not like super against it. Like kids, I'm a no. It's a for sure no. But marriage, I'm not sure if I'm for it or against it. I guess when I meet the right person, if it happens, so I'm not really in a rush on that, because I don't even know what I want to do with that, and I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. Society standards is so fucking stupid, especially with everything that's going on right now. Prices of everything is going up. Gas, food, rent, like, it's so fucking crazy. And I know people probably feel like they're behind because they have to move back with like their parents. I don't have any parents, so I don't even have that option. But I know some people probably feel like if they have to move back at home, or whatever the case is, that they're like taking steps backwards. But no, if that's the smartest thing that you could fucking do, I would do that shit. Because if my mom was alive and if we had a good relationship, bitch, I would have never left, if I'm being honest. Because this growing up thing, it's a bit much. It is. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's a bit much. Okay, it's a lot. So the only aspect that I feel like I'm behind, which I don't feel like I'm really behind. Well, I'm trying to train my mind in the way I think to think like I'm not behind. Because when you think about it, everyone is on their own timeline. How can you follow a timeline where everybody have different traumatic events that happen to them? Everybody is born differently, and like different like social standards, different. You born rich, poor, in the middle. Like, everyone has so many different obstacles that they have to face. So it kind of doesn't even make sense for everybody to go to college right after high school, get married, have kids, get a career. Like, that timeline doesn't even match everyone's thing, like lifestyle. So it's like really unrealistic. The only aspect, which like I said, I kind of have to like remind myself, is like I feel like I'm not doing much with my life. But also I feel like at 29, I've accomplished and been through and came through and overcame so much. But I feel like I guess like career wise, since I don't have like a career, I feel like, what am I doing? But I also have to keep reminding myself, like, you don't want that. So like, what your timeline and how far you're gonna go and when you're gonna achieve the things you want is gonna look different than like the average person, because that's not what you want. You don't want that. So I have to keep reminding myself, stop myself from doing the comparison game. The comparison game will have you in a fucking chokehold, okay? So I have to keep reminding myself, especially me, because I am a twin. So I have to remind, and me and my sister are on two separate paths, okay? I mean, we grew up the same way, but we're literally on two separate things. So I have to remind myself, because I compare myself to her and her situation a lot, because like literally it's like a person that looks just like me, and we're on two different like paths of life. So that part is like hard, and I have to keep reminding myself like to not compare myself to her, because like it's like natural. We've been compared to each other our whole lives. So I'm kind of like working on rewiring my brain to not compare myself to her, because she has a lot going for herself and she's doing fucking great. And I'm like, girl, see it as inspiration, don't see it as competition, okay? Like how far she is and the things she's accomplished, see that as like, bitch, someone that looks literally identical to you. Well, I don't think so, but we're identical, twins. Someone that looks just like you has achieved all this and overcame and done so many things. You can do that too. So be inspired by it. So that's why I have to keep reminding myself to be inspired and not compare, because we're different. We're the same, but we're different. Again, me and her, we're on two different paths. so my life wouldn't even look like hers, because we want two different things, or you know, currently we have two different things. So yeah, like I said, I just wanted to make this video because like I know people, like I'm even hard on myself, and that's something that I'm constantly working on. If you're in your early 20s, mid 20s, or later, if you're anywhere in your 20s, relax. We've been through so much. A global pandemic, bitch, we could barely afford to breathe right now. And women's rights, our bodies, like it's a lot happening. We can relax, we can breathe, we can just take a few steps, baby steps, okay? I don't have it all figured out, and I keep telling myself that exactly what I need when I need it will show up for me. That's all I have to keep telling myself. I'm not going to compare myself to someone that has this amazing career doing a lawyer and has a husband and kids. Why would I compare myself to that life if that's not a life that I want? You know, I mean, I'm just saying. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here and make this quick little video. I hope it inspires somebody to be less hard on yourself, less critical on yourself, and just be kinder and gentle to yourself, because like no one has it fucking figured out. We're all figuring out, and bitch, if anything, everyone had a reset, because now we have to re-figure it out. So at this point, I'm 20 again, trying to figure it out, because I feel like I got set back a few years, so I still have time. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to my channel, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.